guess. What is this? Physics? Or is it chemistry? I don't know. I can never tell them apart.
Not even close.
Well, that's the story of my life, honey, and the story of yours is getting straight A's. Poor girl.
It's not the grades. Danny Santos showed up in my psychology class.
What do you mean?
He showed up. He was there. He says he's auditing the class.
I thought he graduated from college.
Yeah,
already.
well, he says he's auditing. He's right there in that damn room with me. Oh, and get this. He signed us up to be study partners.
You and Dan.
Who else am I talking about, Drew? Oh, of course, he doesn't want to study. He just wants to sit there and torture me.
Why? What did you do?
That's all. We were supposed to be reading these ink blots in psychology class, and he kept looking at them and telling me that they both looked like two people making love. Him and me.
Oh, that's great. Wait a minute. How did you handle that?
I told him what I thought I saw in the ink blots, him getting hauled off to jail for sexually harassing me.
You go, girl. That's good. That's good. And I'll tell you, this is great, okay? Danny has a big thing for you, and it's going exactly how we planned.
No, it's not going exactly how we planned. There's not a damn thing that's good about this, Drew. And I'll tell you something else. I'm not going to play his game. I'm not going to encourage him. I can't.
Don't you get it, Michelle? We already went over this, okay? As long as he's sniffing around you, hounding you, he won't suspect that we killed his brother. And what about Jesse? He won't bother Jesse, who was #1 on his suspect list. Now, I'm not asking you to enjoy this, okay?
I don't know.
Whatever. There's something that came in the mail for you. I forgot.
This is to me.
Well, hello.
Hey, babe.
What came?
Your new paintings.
What are you talking about? I see a truce. I'm sorry. This has a phone number, no signature there.
Hey, wait a minute. I can't. I have no time.
Why? What's going on? What happened?
Riva decided that Josh had to go to the hospital.
What, is he hurt or something?
No, he's just spinning out of control, and they're gonna run tests on him to try and figure out why his behavior is so bizarre.
Look, I'd love to talk about this, but Hart's coming back home. We're gonna have breakfast, and so.
Breakfast?
Yeah.
Are you serious? I am in big trouble here, Dinah.
Well, I can see that, but, you know, Hart's
They
coming
took
back.
a blood sample of Josh at the hospital. I was lucky to intercept it before it went down to the lab. I replaced it with some other male patient's blood sample, and thank God, otherwise I'd be able to tell that I've been drugging him.
Well, so then, great, you got nothing to worry about.
I barely dodged a bullet, Dinah. That's it. I mean, I have no idea what Josh is gonna say. He could have a lucid moment and just blurt out everything.
Yeah, but the chances of that happening are unlikely, right?
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, he's totally out of control. He kissed me, Dinah. He kissed me and called me Annie, standing right in his living room. Riva wasn't but 4 feet away, standing outside talking to Alan Spaulding. So I knocked him out.
What?
I had no choice.
You just knocked him out?
Yeah, out cold. And then when they came back in, I told them that he had some kind of feigning spell. You know, my only chance here is to convince these people that he's crazy and that he's been coming on to me the same way that he's been coming on to Cassie. And that's where you step in. I need your help.
Me? What do you want me to do?
I want you to convince everyone that he's been coming on to you like he's been coming on to me.
Oh, no, come on. I can't. This is the last thing that I need right now because things are going really well between me and Hart.
Well, Hart has nothing to do with this, Dinah.
Yes, if it involves me, he does. Look, we are in a totally different place now after last night.
Oh, wait, let me guess. So you finally ended up in the sack with him, huh? Is that it? Dinah, that's great. That's great. You're standing here smiling from ear to ear, and I'm not. Because my butt is sitting on a branch that's about to break, and you're going to be the person that keeps that from happening.
So the CAT scan turned up absolutely nothing.
There's not even one clue to his erratic behavior.
I see.
Has there been some upheaval in his life?
Well, Joshua's had a lot to deal with this past year, but he's a strong person, and he's always been able to keep a good perspective on things. What I'm trying to say is that none of this adds up.
Well, perhaps there's some stressful element that's been added to the mix.
You mean that I'm not aware of?
You know, I'd like to bring in Dr. Bradford, the psychiatrist. Perhaps if she had an opportunity
Oh, that would
to
be
speak
great.
to Josh.
Please,
Okay.
please, Doctor. I appreciate that. Very bad feeling about what that new mix could be. Or who it could be.
Annie.
Down. Annie? Down, Josh. Sit down. 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 Sit down. Sit down. 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 Sit down, Josh. Sit down. 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 Sit down, Josh. Sit down. 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 Sit down, Josh. Down, Josh. Sit down. 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 Sit down, Josh. Down, Josh. Sit down. 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 Down.
Here. Where?
I don't know.
Come to me, Josh. Come to me.
No. No, I have to find Reva. Reva. No. Reva.
No, it's me. It's just you and me, Josh.
Reva. Reva! 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 Reva!
It was a dream. It was just a dream.
No. No, it was much more than a dream. Why is someone sending you an apology letter? And what is all this stuff?
It's just work for school, you know, in my psychology class.
This kind of looks like
They're ink blots.
What someone sees in the shape can give a psychiatrist some sort of insight into what's going on in the person's head.
Anyway, so, you know, my partner and I were having some trouble getting together with conflicting schedules and,
this stuff is pretty interesting. Can anyone sit in a class and just kind of like...
Anyone is
No. You really have to be enrolled in the class. We just have a really strict professor, you know.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I told Dinah that I'd check up on her, so I'll see you.
All right, Bill.
Bye, Bill.
See you later, man.
Okay.
Hi. So I really should just get going and figure out this whole thing with my partner, so bye.
Bye. Oh, Michelle.
Yeah.
Forgot these.
Right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Danny,
This is my favorite psych partner.
we need to talk.
So you got my package?
Oh, yeah, I got it. Listen, we need to meet right now.
That sounds good to me. I think I know just the place.